Hey, today we're going to head over to the Royal Reserve here on Lake Keowee. Nice little entryway. It's gated community here on the north end of the lake. Now let me tell you a little bit more about location, drive time, things like that. With the Royal Reserve, you're kind of out there in a way, a little bit in the boondocks, I guess you could say, because you have to come. If you're coming from Seneca, it's going to take you about a good 20-25 minutes to get you up here to this piece of property. So you're going to come out Highway 183, turn left on 133 like you're heading out to the reserve, and then turn left on Pine Grove Church Road, and you get about 3.5 miles down that road, and that'll get you out here to the Royal Reserve. So a little bit more secluded, and you're about right around 20 minutes or so going into Pickens also. So not real convenient to shopping, but then again, it's North Lake Keowee. It's got a mountain feel. You know, it really gives you a lake feel setting here in this community. We're going to turn right here and go down. Got a little lower drive that goes around to some of our houses here. Some of these you won't be able to see in the video. Obviously, like I said, these videos are just to give you a feel of the neighborhood itself, what kind of topography, not really to look at the houses, as I'll be doing those, just photos of those so you can see the houses. Most of the property here in the Royal Reserve is elevated, and you're going to see that here in just a moment. And when we talk about the properties in here, we have about 16 total properties here in the reserve. Most of these are waterfront. Here's an example of a house here in front of us, but these houses are very, very elevated up off the water. So you can really see what kind of elevation we're looking at. We're looking back towards the original cliffs at Lake Keowee and looking back across at Turtle Head here also on the north end of the lake. And when it goes to topography on the north end of the lake, the Royal Reserve has got some pretty good topography on their properties, okay? But like I said, quaint little community, only 16 lots. Now as we go back away from the beginning of the neighborhood, you know, the beginning of lots 1, 2, 3, the topography changes a little bit. It's not quite as dramatic as where we're filming right now. And what we're going to wind up doing here is we're going to go back. We just came in this way. Now the road to the right there is going to be the boat ramp, so that'll dead end into the lake. So we've got a boat ramp in this community. We're going to turn on St. Stephen Drive. And the topography here on this road and one other cul-de-sac that we have is not as dramatic as the topography that we were just on. And when you see these houses from the lake, when I filmed it, you'll kind of see that as we head this way, topography is not as less, okay? Great house there on the left, right on the water. And St. Stephen will kind of wind its way on around and head back towards the back of the property. And that's where we're heading right now. And turn on left on Whitney Drive, okay? So we've got a few more lots back here on the back side of the Royal Reserve. But like I said, topography is not quite as steep on the back side as we are when we first filmed, okay? And then the Royal Reserve will dead end right here. So again, quaint North Lake Keowee waterfront community, the Royal Reserve, about 16 total waterfront properties.